Hello, good morning. We are continuing our assignment on expository essays. We've looked at what is an essay, what are we looking for when we talk about expository essay. Today we're going to focus on the introduction and the thesis of a well-written essay. We will first read through all the information on slides 1 through 19. There's a video on slide 7 to watch. And then there's an attached assignment that you will open and practice identifying strong and weak thesis statements. So what is a thesis statement? And we need to identify a strong or a weak thesis statement because you will be needing to read a prompt and write your own thesis statement. So first of all, we know that expository and informational essay is a nonfiction writing that provides factual information about a topic to the audience. Now, the purpose of an informative essay is to inform the audience by providing information and explanations in an interesting way. Now, if we look at the outline of a basic essay, we know we have the introduction, which includes the hook. It introduces the topic, and then it has the thesis statement. So the thesis statement goes in that first introductory paragraph of an essay. And for the purpose of this class and for writing essays for this class assignment, your thesis will be the last sentence in your first paragraph, your introductory paragraph. And the other thing we'll find out is that our thesis statement is what determines what our body paragraphs will be about. So whenever you write a thesis, what you put in your thesis and the order you put it is the order that you write your body paragraphs. Now, when you are looking at writing your thesis statement, it has to go in a certain area of your paper, of your introduction. So we said, we have a hook, which is an intriguing, shocking statement. And we know that it's an anecdote, an analogy, a quote, or something like that that will grab your audience's attention. But you want to avoid starting your essay with a question or let me tell you what I'll be writing about and that sort of thing. Now, then you want to introduce your topic in your introductory paragraph. A sentence to introduce the topic of your essay, and you want to explain what you're writing about to the reader. And then your thesis statement, your last sentence of your introduction, tells the reader your side that you're taking. It will basically answer part of the prompt, and then it'll tell your reader what your essay is about, stated as a fact, and it will have points that it will be making. Now, thesis statement is a single sentence. It's just one sentence, and as we said, it's located at the end of the introduction that expresses the essay's main idea or controlling idea. Think of it as the blueprint for the essay. And not only will your thesis statement guide your writing, but it will also provide your audience with an idea of what to expect and even the order to expect it in your paper. And there's a video about thesis statements. Please go ahead and watch that. And then we look at a good thesis statement It'll be a single declarative sentence. Declarative means it's a statement. That's why we call it a statement. It's not a question. It is not an exclamation. It is not something fantastical. It is a single declarative sentence that ends in a period. It conveys the main idea or controlling idea. It provides focus by highlighting key points and reasons. It establishes the essay's purpose, the claim, the position, and it includes strong verbs and precise words. A poor thesis statement, these are the things you don't want to do in your thesis statement. You don't want to be vague, and you don't want to include vague words. You don't want to so a poor thesis statement will not have a claim. It only restates the conventional wisdom. A poor thesis statement could be too broad or include generalizations. It includes phrases like, this paper will be about, in this essay I will write about. No. Don't ever put that in your paper anywhere, but especially don't put that in your thesis statement. Now, a poor thesis statement will be vague. So here, what we mean by vague words like good, bad, and very are too vague and will weaken your thesis statement. Instead, choose precise words and strong verbs. And there's some examples on the next slide. A poor thesis statement will not include a claim or a purpose. It only restates conventional wisdom, be too broad, or include generalizations. Now, here's specific verbs. Weak would be grab. Strong would be snatch, grasp, seize, grip, clutch, clasp, nab, snag, take, pluck. So be very, very clear with the words that you are trying to do, the mood you're trying to establish, the visuals you're trying to create for your reader. And you could say run, but that's pretty vague. What kind of run? There are a lot of different types of runs. Is it a sprint? Is it a rush? Is it a charge? Is it a scramble? Is it do bound, race, dash, dart? So replace your weak verbs to make your writing better. And instead of saying very lazy, look up a nice strong word like indolent. Very fat, instead say obese. Very afraid. So get rid of all of the varies and just say terrified. Very accurate, say exact. Very often, say frequently. Very smelly, say pungent. Very smooth, sleek, and so on and so on. Now, a poor thesis statement, we've already said, it'll be vague. It does not include a claim or purpose or position. An example of this is this paper. So, poor example, this paper will be about drinking water. Hey, yeah, that's very vague. What? Drinking water? When? Where? So instead of a claim, include a claim position that can be debated. Drinking the recommended daily amount of water is important because. So now instead of just saying you should drink water, we are basing it on some sort of facts like drinking the recommended daily amount of water. So what is that? And of course, that's something you'll cover in your paper. And the next thing it talks about is a poor thesis statement will be too broad and only restate conventional wisdom. So avoid thesis statements that are too broad. And for instance, Romeo and Juliet is a play about tragedy. Well, yeah, that's really broad. We got to narrow it down. What about Romeo and Juliet? Yes. So every college freshman is overwhelmed. Yes. Those are very broad generalizations, but there's not anything specific about those statements. That's a very poorly written thesis statement. So the 4 steps to a thesis statement is to brainstorm your ideas, write a declarative statement that answers the question generated from the prompt with the topic and your position, write your key points or reasons, and then combine your statement and key points and reasons to write your thesis. And yes, we'll practice that. So let's say the essay topic. Think of an invention that has completely transformed society. In an informative essay, identify the invention and explain how it has positively or negatively affected society. A poor thesis statement for this would be, the traffic light is a great invention. It has changed society for the better. Well, that's just information, but you haven't really been specific about what you want to say. And also, if you say, in this essay, I will discuss the various reasons why the invention of the traffic light was beneficial to our society. Both of those are poor because you never would say, in this essay, I will discuss. Here's a better one. The invention of the traffic light significantly improved automobile travel by managing traffic effectively and creating a safer driving environment. So now you have given your very specific topic, and then you've based on this thesis statement. We know that the essay will be about how the traffic light improved automobile travel, and it gave reasons why. Body paragraph 1 would be about managing traffic effectively, and body paragraph 2 would be about creating a safer driving environment. And you would prove those, and you have to prove your thesis statement. The invention of the traffic light significantly improved automobile travel by managing traffic effectively and creating a safer driving environment. So you wouldn't say the traffic light is a great invention. It has changed. No, those are poor. Good, poor. And now it's your turn. You will open the attached assignment below to practice identifying a strong or weak thesis statement.